Okay, thank you very much, guys, for being here. Today we have one more class of English. Today is Friday, so it means that we are going to have the class entirely in English, okay? It is only English Friday. If it is a little difficult for you to understand the class, remember that I write all the sentences on the board. So you need to have your dictionary with you. If you find new vocabulary, you need to look up the meaning of those new words there. Okay? That's my advice, guys. It is very important that you can have a dictionary with you during the class. That's the only way that you can learn new vocabulary and remember to write it down in a notebook, and maybe next week you can review all the vocabulary there. Okay? Also, remember to like the video. If you're on YouTube, please please like the video and also tap on the reactions. Okay, it helps a lot. If you're on TikTok, please remember to keep tapping on the screen. Okay, tiki tiki on the screen, and share the live. Help me with the gifts here. Okay, we have a gifts objective. Help me with that also. So the class can be recommended to more people too. Let's start then with the first phrase, okay? Today we have feelings. This is class number 4. The first sentence that we're gonna use, or we're gonna learn here is embarrassed. Embarrassed. Guys, what does embarrassed mean? What does it mean? Look at this. Embarrassed is feeling ashamed or uncomfortable. Okay, feeling ashamed or uncomfortable because you did something wrong, because you made a mistake, or because you made something silly. Okay, that's the idea. When you feel ashamed. Okay, this is because, mm, well, everybody is afraid of making mistakes, right? We don't like we don't like it when we make mistakes. We want to make everything perfect. So when we make mistakes, we may feel a little embarrassed. Okay, that's the sentence. Embarrassed. Well, let's start writing some sentences here talking about this adjective. Okay, so we can use, for example, let's start with the first sentence. I'm embarrassed. Okay, or I feel embarrassed. Okay, okay, I'm embarrassed. Oh, a double S. Sorry, I'm embarrassed. Oh, sorry, double S here. I'm embarrassed. Okay, number one. Dun-dun-dun-dun. For example, we can say, no, 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 the, uh, let's say misunderstanding. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm embarrassed. The misunderstanding. So they didn't understand what I did or what I said. Now, what is a preposition that we should use there? Okay, thanks, Melita. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate your gift. Okay, your heartbeat. Okay, number one, about. Okay, about. Okay, I'm embarrassed about the misunderstanding. So there was a problem with communication. So I'm embarrassed because maybe people understand my intentions in a wrong way or in a different way. Or maybe people understand my words in a different or wrong way. They misunderstood me. That's the sense. Okay, so that's the first idea about that misunderstanding. Remember, we use about for general things. Okay, for general things. Now, let's continue with number two. What if I say, okay, I'm embarrassed. Mm-mm, the situation. Okay, I'm embarrassed. Mm-mm. The situation. The situation. So what do you think is the best sentence there? Okay, welcome everyone. Nice to have you here. Oh, Alex, hello. How are you? Angelica, hello. Okay, I understand you. Very good. We're armed with a dictionary. Yes, very good. Dictionaries are very important. Okay, same there. Uh-huh. Very good. About the situation. So again, when you're talking about a general thing, we are going to use about. But we have one more preposition that we can use here. Let me show it to you. What if I say, she's embarrassed? Mm-mm. My behavior. Okay, she's embarrassed. Mm-mm. My behavior. Now, this is a little more specific, right? This is a little more specific. Here, we are pointing out the problem, okay? The specific problem. So, every time you're talking about a specific problem, I recommend you to use this. By. She's embarrassed by my behavior. Okay, the misunderstanding, the situation is something general, but this is the problem. So here we're gonna use the word by. Let's continue. Okay. Okay, for example, we can say here, she's embarrassed. Mm, my words, my comment, my negative comment, let's say here. Okay, she's embarrassed. My negative comment. What do we use here? Okay, guys, remember to write your sentences. Thank you very much, your son. I'm gonna read your sentence in a moment. Don't worry. I'll do it. I'll do it. Again, we have a problem here. This is the problem. Okay, my negative comment. Let's write it here. My negative comment. Okay, so what do we use here when we're talking about a specific problem? We're gonna use by again, okay? We're gonna use by again. So if we're talking about something in general, okay, I recommend you to use about. If you're talking about a specific problem, okay, something specific, you can use by. Teacher, can I use she's embarrassed about my negative problem? Yes. Okay, it is possible. She's embarrassed about my behavior. Yeah, it's also possible. Okay, guys, it's also possible. Okay, but you can use this, no? She's embarrassed by the situation. Doesn't sound very clear. She's embarrassed by the misunderstanding. Not yet. Okay. So try to think about that. Okay. If you're very specific, try to use by. Teacher, can I use about here? Yes, it is also possible. Okay, it is also possible. But I recommend you to use by. Very good. Now I'm going to read your sentences. Okay, let's read your sentences. I'm embarrassed by the fact that I didn't learn English many times ago, many years ago, maybe, Rina, but that's a good sentence. Okay, she is embarrassed by my negative comment. Yes. Okay. The policeman was embarrassed when he asked me to show him my papers. I was with my dog. Okay, Jerson, good job. Excellent. Okay, I'm not embarrassed anymore about my mistakes, about making mistakes, about making more mistakes, other possibility. Okay, perfect. Good job, guys. Let's continue with the following sentences. Okay, let's start with the next sentence, guys. Okay. She's embarrassed about forgetting the party. She's embarrassed about forgetting the party. She's embarrassed about forgetting the party. Okay, Moni, thank you so much. Thank you for your gift. Okay, guys, remember you can help me with the gifts too. They are also very helpful. Okay, I'm embarrassed. Oh, thank you so much, Peregrina. Thank you. Okay, she's embarrassed about forgetting the party or forgetting to call, forgetting the your birthday. Yes, yes, you can use that information too. Okay, let's write it down. Very good. Okay, she's embarrassed. Let's start. She's embarrassed. Okay, she's embarrassed about. Okay, we have here a bear, guys. Forget, forget. So, if you want to use forget after this preposition, we need to use the ing, right? About forgetting, forgetting the party. Forgetting the party or um, forgetting the problem, the date. Okay, good job, Gabriela. Thank you for your heart me. I am embarrassed about being late. I'm embarrassed about being late. Could be possible. Being late. Okay, I'm embarrassed about being late. Okay, let's continue with the next sentence with the next part, guys. Adjective number two. We're gonna use the preposition guilty. Oh, sorry, the adjective. This is the adjective. Guilty, guys. What does guilty mean? What does it mean? Okay. In this case, is feeling bad because you did something wrong. Okay, because you did something incorrect, something wrong. Okay, so you feel guilty. Okay, maybe you break a glass. When you break a glass, you feel guilty. You didn't do the homework. Maybe you feel guilty. Okay, you did something wrong, and you feel bad about it. Okay, so this is a natural reaction when you do when you made a mistake, for example, or when you forget something important. Yes, you feel guilty. Well, in this case, for example, she feels embarrassed, right? But we can also say that she feels guilty because she forgot the party. Okay, guys. Now, what are we gonna use here? Okay, we can use, for example, the following phrase, the following prepositions. Number one, I feel guilty. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm guilty. Okay. My actions. Okay, I'm guilty. My actions. What's this? What's the preposition that we should use here? Okay, we're gonna use here the preposition about again. Okay. Okay, I'm guilty about my actions. Okay, again, this is something general. Something general. Number two. Okay, let's continue. I feel guilty. Mm, okay. Okay, I feel guilty. That secret. Okay, what do you think? Oh, Money, thank you so much for your gift. Thank you. You're awesome too. Again, we're gonna use here about. Okay, I'm guilty about that secret or my secret. Okay, you can use this too. Again, guys, we are being a little, or we're talking about something in general, my actions, that secret, but we aren't going, or we are not using something specific. Again, now, what if I want to say this hurting your feelings? I'm guilty, hurting your feelings. Yes. What do we use that? What do we use here, guys? Hurting your feelings. All right. You broke. You broke. I broke your heart. Hurting your feelings. I broke your heart. So what's the preposition that we should use here? Okay, hello everyone. Nice to have you here. This class is about the about because of Marco. Yes, that's a good option too. Because of that secret. Yeah, I feel guilty, a little guilty when my dog bit the police officer. Johnson, thank you. I feel guilty because I didn't do my homework. Yeah, I feel guilty about ignoring your calls. Yes, good job. Good job. I feel guilty about not being able to do the work. Okay, the correct preposition here, guys, is oh, Rosie, thank you so much for your heart me. Thanks. Okay, we're gonna use here for. I'm guilty, or I feel guilty. I put here, I feel guilty maybe. I feel guilty for hurting your feelings. Now, this is something more specific. I hurt your feelings. I'm talking specifically about these actions. Maybe I lied, maybe I did something incorrect, or maybe I cheated on you, then you feel hurt, right? So this is something more specific for hurting your feelings. That's one option here, guys. What else? We can use this for the following thing. What if I say, for example, okay, I feel guilty. Mm, I feel guilty. What I did. I feel guilty. What I did. Can we use to hurt? Nope. Because remember, to hurt is if we have a bear here. No, this is not a bear. If we have two verbs together, yes, we can use um, the um, uh, the preposition to. If we have two verbs, no? I like to run. I hate to drive. But in this case, we have a verb. But here, we don't have a verb. So this is the only option, for. Now, what we're going to use here is for again. Okay, I feel guilty for what I did. You can use about here, about what I did too. Okay, but again, if you want to be very specific, we're going to use for. So again, we have two prepositions that we should use here. Okay, about and for. Teacher, this is a little difficult. Yes, guys, I know. But this is a way that you can learn how words interact between each other. So, teacher, why do we use by, embarrassed by, and we use guilty for? Because language is like that. Okay? Because language is like that. Teacher, but in Spanish, we use for. Okay. Yes, in Spanish, but this is English. This is something completely different. It's like when you visit a new country, and you say, "Oh, in my country, we like to do this." Okay, but it is because it's your country, not here. Okay, so you need to adapt to the new place that you visit, right? So in English, it's the same. Okay, you need to go. If you have any doubts, go to the dictionary, go to ChatGPT. There you will find what are the best words that are going to be with these adjectives. Okay, if you find other options, perfect. Write them down and take note of that. because that's the only way you are going to learn and sound much better. Teacher, what if I use, okay, I'm guilty by what I did, or I feel guilty too what I did. Okay, native speakers are going to understand. Okay, but at this level, guys, at this level, you need to focus on being precise, being clear. Okay, being clear. You need to be, you need to speak or you need to express your message in a clear way. And it's important to use the correct options. Okay, that's why we're doing this kind of exercises. Teacher, it's a little confusing. Yes, but that's the only way you can learn what are the correct words, okay, for each adjective. Okay, Sarita, yes, I know it is a little difficult. Yes, I know. Okay, guys, and not difficult, but we can say that it is a little confusing sometimes. Okay, so if you are not very sure about the answer, again, go to go to the dictionary, go to ChatGPT. There you can start asking, hey, is it correct to say about or by? What is the difference? Okay, give me more examples. And take for sure that doing that, okay, by doing that, you're going to improve your English. Okay, you're going to improve it. Well, let's continue with the next sentence. I'm gonna read your sentences, guys. I don't have ChatGPT. Well, it is on the website. It is in an app. You can go to Google and write ChatGPT, and then you will find it. Okay, I'm feeling guilty because I'm not sure if I want to go out with my friends tonight. Okay, maybe, or because I lied, no? I lied to uh, my friends. Okay, ChatGPT didn't feel guilty. Okay, don't be guilty for what you do. Don't feel. It is very more. It's more common. Don't feel guilty for what you do. That's not your fault. Okay, Scott, good job. Okay, perfect. Is there any other sentence? I wasn't guilty for anything. Okay. Any other sentence? Okay. Emmanuel, hello. This class is about, okay. Very good. I think it's everything. Yep. I don't feel guilty about anything. Yes, I don't feel guilty about anything. Now, this is something very common, for example. Guilty could be something like internal, okay? Oh, I made a mistake. Or maybe guilty could be used um, for example, for committing a crime. Okay, if you commit a crime, you are guilty. So, for example, look at this. Okay, I feel guilty. Okay, I feel guilty. Um, lying. Look at this. We're gonna use about. I feel guilty about lying. It means like in general, no? Like I feel that it was wrong. I shouldn't have lied. Okay? It was wrong. But what if I say I'm guilty for lying? I'm guilty for lying. It means that I made a crime. I made a crime. I committed a crime, and then I lied. The police took me to the judge, and the judge said, "Okay, you're guilty for lying, right?" So, or maybe in the case of accountability, okay, or accounting, yes, some companies lie, okay, with their numbers, okay, and then they pay taxes, okay, less taxes because they are lying. So you can say like, let's say, Microsoft is guilty for lying, okay, for lying because it is a crime. Yeah. So, is it clear the difference between uh, guilty about lying and guilty for lying? Yes, this is more specific, right? For lying. You did something wrong specifically. You lied, okay, and you're guilty for that. But if you say, "Oh, I feel guilty. I can't sleep. Okay, I feel guilty about lying to my parents." So that's something a little different. Okay, very good, guys. I feel so guilty for what I have done to you. Okay, Scott, good job. Good job. I feel guilty about arriving late for to my graduation ceremony. Marcos, I recommend you to use for. You can use for there because it's but about is perfect, eh? About is perfect. For is a little much better. Some people often feel guilty about their actions, even though they are not doing anything wrong. Okay, Irina, good job too. Okay. Guilty or not guilty? What was the question? Okay. Okay, Royce, I missed her. After writing down and taking note, what should I do? I sorry, I don't know how to say that word. How should I review or check the your list? Yes, you have to make a vocabulary lists, and every day you have to go over it. Okay, you say, okay, I yesterday I learned this word, this word, this word, this word, this word, and try to check if you can remember them or not. So it's like just memorizing. Okay, this word means this. This word means this. Oh, I don't remember what this word means. Oh, this word means this. Okay. So it is like you can review, just read, or maybe you can cover, for example, the meaning of the words and just try to remember or try to guess what the meaning is. So it's like something like that. It is, you can do something like that. Okay, very good. I feel guilty for lying to you. Forgive me. Yes, very good. I feel guilty to take my savings for taking my savings, or about taking my savings. I would use about, Jocelyn. I feel guilty about lying about it. Yes, very good, Ska. I feel guilty for sleeping late. Yes, it's also possible. I feel guilty for not having all my notes before the test. Okay, that's good. That's a good sentence, Marcos. Okay. And the judge laughed when he said he felt guilty. Okay, Jordan. I'm happy to have been chosen for the words. Oh, really? Which words? Feel guilty about. Um, okay, I'm happy about. Maybe you can say no. I'm happy about being chosen, having been chosen. Feel guilty about I can't go out. I couldn't go out, Irina. Or maybe I feel guilty about mm, not having the possibility, maybe instead of can't, not having the chance to go to your wedding. I feel guilty because I lost my way in the life. Okay, in life maybe. Yes, very good, guys. Let's continue with the sentence. Listen and write. Okay. I feel guilty about spending too much. I feel guilty about spending too much. Listen and write in that sentence. in the chat, guys, okay? Okay, Sarita, good job. Okay, listen and write. I feel guilty about spending too much. I feel guilty about spending too much. Okay, I feel guilty about spending too much. Okay, guys, that's the sentence. Okay, guys, very good. Good job. Okay, what's the difference? Oh, as I told you, about is something in general, and for is something more specific. Okay, it's like the problem itself. What's the problem? I feel guilty. The problem is hurting your feelings. I hurt your feelings, so I'm guilty for that. Okay. But in this case, it's my actions, not about my actions, because it's something general. Now, look at this, no? About lying for lying. I feel guilty about lying. It's like I feel, no, I can't sleep. My mind is telling me, hey, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have lied. Yes? But if I say I'm guilty for lying, is that you committed a crime. Okay, you committed a crime, and then the judge told you, no, hey, you lied. That is a crime. You're guilty for lying. Again, this is more specific. Well, let's continue with this sentence. Okay. Um, I feel guilty. I feel guilty about spending too much. Good job. Let's continue with the next adjective. Okay, let's continue with okay, number three. Confused, confused, confused. What does confused mean, guys? What does confused mean? Okay, we can use this, for example, when you are not sure about something or you don't understand something clearly, okay? Not understanding something clearly. Okay, very good. Okay, Josue, why I'm missing, giving some I'm not giving the correct information. If you can be more specific, it would be great. Okay, actions, for actions is about better or maybe for. It depends on the context, Royce. Again, if you're using something specific, I recommend you for. Okay, I made an action, specific action. For example, I broke the window. So I can say, I feel guilty for breaking the window because it's very specific. Okay, for breaking the window. Okay, very good. Confused. Yeah, when someone misunderstands yeah, it could be possible when there is a misunderstanding or when you don't understand something clearly. Okay, that's the same. Okay, let's start with some phrases here. What if I say, I'm confused? Doo-doo. I'm confused. The rules. I'm confused. The rules. Okay, what is the word that we should use there? It could be possible. That's it. Hello, how are you doing? Puzzled. Yes, it's a good sentence. Devoid. Oh my gosh, that's I'm not sure. Let's look at it. Let's see what it says. Okay, I'm confused about prepositions, maybe. I'm confused about prepositions, maybe. Okay, in this case, we're gonna use the preposition about. Yes, again, we're talking about something in general. Here, I'm confused about the rules. Yes, again, we can say, okay, I'm confused. The situation. Okay, what word should go there? Okay, very good. Devoid, carente de o falto de. Es una palabra bastante interesante. Okay, same there. Yep, very good. About. Okay, about again. Okay, about. Now, let's continue with the next sentence. I'm confused. Your words. I'm confused. Your words. What can we use there? Okay, Mari, hello, welcome. What day is your are your TikTok classes? Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 11:30 a.m. First, third time. I'm confused. Okay, about, yes, you can say about. Okay, I'm confused about your words. But if you want to be very specific, we're gonna use this. I'm confused by your words. Okay, this is the one that you can use. What if I say this? Okay, I'm confused. The instructions. Yeah, nice try. Okay, again, we're gonna use here. Okay, I'm confused about the instructions, or I'm confused by the instructions. Okay, we can use them too. Again, guys, you can use both, but it depends on the situation. Okay, it depends on the situation. If you're talking about something in general, hey, used about. If you're talking about something in a specific, is confused by. Hey, I'm confused by instructions. It's much better because this is the problem. What's the problem? What is getting you confused? The instructions. Okay, so this is more common. Okay, by the instructions. But when you're talking about the situations, yes, I'm talking. You can say that. Well, the situation in general, but what about the situation is confusing. So it's very general. About the rules, okay? Why are the rules um, so confusing? Okay. But when you say I'm confused about instructions, it means that the instructions are not clear. Okay, are not clear. That's why we can use by there. Okay, guys. Okay, let's continue with the next part. I'm confused with. No, in this case, you can use about or by. Again, guys. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, let's continue with the next sentence. Let's continue with the next sentence. Okay, I'm confused by English sentences, but the teacher always corrects my mistakes. Yes, okay. Very good. Okay, let's continue with the following sentence. Listen and write, guys. Mm-hmm. They're confused about the changes. They're confused about the changes. They're confused about the changes. Okay, Kevin, hello. I'm from Peru. They're confused about by the changes. They're confused by the changes. Did I say about or by? I don't remember. About, right? Okay. I'm confused by the countables topic. Okay. Are you talking the countable nouns or what exactly? About countable nouns, maybe, no? I'm confused about countable nouns. Okay. I'm confused about countable nouns. Okay, they're confused about. Did I say about? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's write it down. I'm confused about. Oh, they're confused, right? They're confused about. Okay, guys, good job. Good job. Okay. Now, let's continue with the next phrase. Good job. Let's erase this. And let's continue. Let's continue with this adjective here. Doubtful. What does doubtful mean, guys? Okay. Can we write December 5 with no th? Yes, it's also possible. I'm confused about my answers in the test. There you go. Yeah, very good. Let's continue. Doubtful. A doubtful person, okay, or you feel doubtful. Give me a second. Okay, you feel doubtful. That's much better. When you don't believe, okay, not believing, okay, not believing something fully. Okay, you listen to something and you are like, okay, I'm not sure, or maybe I don't believe you. Okay, I don't believe you. There's something wrong here, no? You can see that. Okay, not believing something fully. Yeah, that's right. That's right. There are always people that have this attitude, right? They don't believe something at first. Okay. Uh, please show me some proofs. No, I want some proof, or I want to see something if I want to believe it. Okay, that's a doubtful person, or maybe because you are not very sure. Okay, that's the other possibility. Number two, you are doubtful when you're not sure about something. Okay, the question is, for example, hey, what's the answer what was the answer to question number one? And you say, no, I don't know. Um, and maybe it was option A or option B. I'm not sure. So this person is doubtful. Okay, doubtful. Let's continue now with some examples here. Okay, what if I say, I'm doubtful, mm-mm, the plan. Okay, I'm doubtful, the plan. I'm doubtful, the plan. Okay, again, we're going to use here about. Okay, that's good. About. I'm doubtful, the plan. That's number one. Next, we can say, for example, I'm doubtful. Oh my God, what did I do here? Oh, give me a second. Okay, that's much better. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm doubtful. My decision. Okay, what do we use this? And what do we use here? I bought a fashionable car to be honest. Okay, I bought a fashionable car. Period. Please. Period. Guys, don't forget to use period. Punctuation. To be honest, comma, I'm doubtful that you would be able to afford it. I was doubtful, no? Oh, I was doubtful that you would you be able to afford it? Yes, that's a good one. Okay, about. Okay, about again. Okay, very good. Now, um, we're gonna check one more, but in this case, it's gonna be easy. For example, his intentions. I'm doubtful his intentions. Okay, what do you think? His intentions. I'm doubtful. His intentions. Okay, what do you think about that? Okay, I'm doubtful about the plan. Okay, very good. They were doubtful about their about their innocence. You can use about their innocence or about their guilt. This proposal sounds kind of doubtful for me, to me. Uh-huh. Very good. We're gonna use here about is possible, okay? I'm doubtful about his intentions. Now, the second option here is of. I'm doubtful of his intentions. Okay, that's number two. I'm doubtful of his intentions, or maybe we can use the last one, okay? Okay, I'm doubtful of. Okay, I'm doubtful. Mm, let's see. I'm doubtful. What he said. I'm doubtful. What he said. So, what do you think, guys? I'm doubtful. I feel doubtful. What he said. Okay. Again, we're gonna use here. Okay, about or of. Guys, in this case, if you want to use doubtful, I recommend you to use these two words, okay? Doubt or of. We just have these two options. Teacher, can I use other prepositions to with for? No. Okay. If you want to sound natural, you can use both of them. In this case, it's interchangeable. Okay, you can say, I'm doubtful of the plan, or I'm doubtful about the plan. I'm doubtful of my decision. I'm doubtful about my decision. I'm doubtful about his intentions. I'm doubtful of his intentions. So both are possible. Yes, there isn't like a very big difference in these two with these two words, okay, about or of. Okay, there isn't a very big difference there. I'm really doubtful about that. I finally can speak English. Great. Now I'm sure that I can use about everywhere. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, jam is and doubtful, not believing something fully. That's the meaning. Okay, good job. Let's continue with number four. Okay, no, oh, the sentence. Sorry, I forgot about this. I forgot the sentence. Okay, she's doubtful about passing the exam. 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 Okay, that's the sentence, guys. Dictation. That's right. Okay, good job. Okay, let's write it down, guys. Let's write it down here. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, why did I always use the letter T here? Okay. She's doubtful about, okay, passing the exam. Okay, good job, guys. Let's continue with number five now. Guys, one thing. Remember that if you need to improve your English, if you want to continue improving your English, I have personalized classes and group classes. If you're interested in taking classes with me, okay, just send me a message here, an inbox message. Teacher, I need more information about the personalized classes, or I need more information about the group classes. Okay, I have a basic group and a intermediate group. If you're interested in joining them, just send me a message there. I'll send you all the information about the classes. Okay, the schedule, prices, the methodology, anything you want. Well, that's what we have here. Also, please follow me on Instagram. Okay, this is the name of my Instagram account, Teacher in Linea. If you need more classes in English, I also have the previous classes, okay, on YouTube. Yes, the name of the channel is the same, Teacher in Linea. You can also follow me on Key. Okay. There's a lot of information, guys, where you can check the classes. Just follow me on these platforms, and there you will find a lot of content in English. Well, free content in English. Now, if you need something more, okay, my personal assistance, well, you will need to invest. Okay, you will need to invest. Very good. Let's continue now with the next sentence. Oh, well, the next sentence here is hurt. Hurt. What does hurt mean, guys? What does hurt mean? Okay, damage. Yeah, it could be possible. Hurt. Okay. In this case, is feeling, feeling emotional or physical pain. Okay, feeling emotional pain or feeling physical pain because you had an accident, or you have an injury too. Yes, or maybe your body has some problems. Okay, maybe you walk a lot. Your feet are going to hurt. Okay, my feet are hurt because I ran a lot. Yes, you can say that. Okay, so that's the difference between hurt. You can use it for emotions or a physical action for describing your body too. Very good. Now let's continue with some of the words here that we can use. Okay, here we're gonna use about again, okay? For example, you can say, I'm hurt Okay, I'm hurt about the situation. Okay, I'm hurt about the situation. If you're facing a terrible situation, okay, you're gonna feel hurt. Okay, you're hurt. Your words really hurt me. Yes, hurt could be an adjective or it could be a verb. Okay, you can say, hey, please don't hurt me. You can say that. Don't hurt me. Yes, you can use it there. Okay, but here we're using hurt as an adjective too. Everybody hurts. Yes, I think that is a song, right? That's the name of a song. Yeah, right? Okay, good job. Good job. To cause damage to someone or to something until it hurts. Yes, Marcos, that's good. Feeling unpleasant to cause damage. Okay, good job. That word is difficult to spell. Okay, yeah. Doubtful. Yeah, I know. Okay. So remember, guys, hurt could be an adjective. I'm hurt. Or it could be a verb. My belly hurts. Yes, that is a verb. My belly hurts. I have a stomach ache. Okay, I was washing my car. I hurt my knee with the door. Yeah, okay. That's also possible too. Okay, so the first preposition or the first word we're using here is about. Okay, number one. Number two, we can use here, for example, I'm hurt. Mm, criticism. I'm hurt. The criticism. The public's criticism. What do we use there? Ska, about. Okay. You're gonna answer about. Okay, that's gonna be your answer for every sentence. Okay. I got rid of some people who makes me, or who make me feel hurt, who make me feeling hurt. Okay, it's good. It's good. Very good, guys. You're getting it now. Okay, you're getting it. You're getting it now. Okay, I'm hurt by, okay, by the criticism. Okay, I'm hurt by the criticism. And this is emotional pain. Okay, emotional pain. That's right. And number three, we can use here. Okay, we use here. I'm hurt. Some friends. I'm hurt. Some friends. What do we use here? Okay, what do you think? What do you think, guys? Okay, well, you can use buy, huh? It's also possible. Buy some friends. Yes, it's also possible. Now, there is a second option. Okay, the second option is with. Okay, that's the second option. You can use both. You can use for or you can use by. Okay, I'm hurt with some friends. I'm hurt by some friends. Not like I was hurt by some friends. So some friends directly hurt me. They hurt me directly with their words, with their actions, with their behavior, or maybe they hurt me indirectly. They say something, okay, not on purpose, but I feel hurt. Okay, so that is the idea of for, remember, okay, sorry, by. We use by when we're talking about the specific problem. We can say, I'm hurt by some friends, okay, if this person did it directly, Okay. Okay. If they said something directly, if they did something directly, they did something with the intention of hurting us. But if somebody did it with not, there was no intention, they did it not on purpose, then you can say with. Hey, I'm hurt with friends. Yeah, you can use both. Very good, guys. Okay, when I was taking my friend, I hurt him with my words. Ah, when I was talking to my friend, sorry. You can use the other way around, Mary. I hurt my friend, okay, when I was talking with him. Yes, you can use it the other way around. I'm hurt with my own thoughts every day. Yeah, you can use that too. Good. I'm hurt when someone says something rude to me. Yes, good job, guys. Now, let's continue with the dictation. Listen and write. She's heard about not being invited. 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 Sounds much better. Yes, sounds much better. Yes. Coming, sir. Hello. Okay, she's heard about not being invited. Yes, they can hurt marine life. They can. That's very, very terrible. Yeah. Don't contaminate, guys. Okay, let's start writing this. Okay, she's heard about not being invited. Maybe she feels excluded, right? Nobody invited her. So she's heard about it. She feels that everybody is excluding her. Yes, very good, guys. Let's continue with the next phrase. Okay, let's continue with we have doubtful, and now we're going to talk about hopeful. Doubtful, person that doesn't believe something fully, right? Hopeful is the opposite. Okay, hopeful is when somebody expects something positive, huh? Expecting something good to happen or something positive to happen. Okay, is expecting something positive to happen. Yes, here we are positive. We're being positive. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything will be all right. I'll reach my objectives. Okay, I'll achieve my goals. So that's the way it works. Okay, that's the way it works, guys. Okay, hopeful when you expect something positive. Okay, it could be something that you can do, or maybe something positive from another person. Okay, from another person. Yes, don't confuse this with hope. Okay, hope is this is a quality. Okay, or this is the feeling hope. And this is a noun. You can say, my hope is very big. Okay. I'm a person of hope. But when we're talking about hopeful, this is an adjective. Okay. Hopeful is an adjective. That's a little different. Okay. That's a little different. Hope, the noun. Hopeful, the adjective. And there are some girls, right, that has this name. Okay, Hope. Yes, the name in Spanish and in English, right? There are girls that are named Hope. Okay, or the version in Spanish. Yes, good job. Okay, guys. When we're talking about hope, we have um, three possibilities. Okay, hope about. Number one, hope about. You can use hope for. Okay, hope for. I'm hope about the future. Yes, I'm hope about the future. I'm hopeful. Okay, I'm hopeful for your decisions. Okay, I'm hopeful for or about getting money or earning more money. Yes, you can use about or for. Remember, for is a little more specific. Now, the third part, okay, is that. I'm hopeful that you can visit me next week. Okay, I'm hopeful that we're gonna use this a lot. I'm hopeful that the plan will work. I'm hopeful that I will learn English perfectly, or I will speak English perfectly. Okay. Gabriela, thank you. Thank you so much for your gift. Okay. I'm hopeful about my course. We'll sell it. Okay. I'm hopeful about selling my course, maybe. About selling my course, or about having high sales of my course. Yes, you can, and that's good. That's good. I hope you can. I hope that you can sell your course. That's perfect. Okay, about, yes, about is everywhere. About is everywhere, guys. Okay, guys, listen to the following sentence and write. Listen and write, guys. Okay. I'm hopeful that things will improve. I'm hopeful that things will improve. Listen and write, guys. I'm hopeful that things will improve. Well, that's a sentence. I'm hopeful that things will improve. I am hopeful that you can handle it. Yes, perfect. Okay, perfect. Let's write it down, guys. Okay, let's write it down. Okay, I'm hopeful that things. Oh man, things. Okay, I'm hopeful that things will improve. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna write this again. Again. I don't like it. Well, okay. The last part, guys. The last sentence is, oh, well, the last adjective is satisfied. Satisfied, guys. What does satisfy mean? Okay, in this case, it's okay. Where is it? Okay, hopeful is when you are expecting something positive is going to happen. Now, satisfied is when you're happy. Okay, feeling happy. Um, because something is good enough. No. Okay, that's the idea. When something is good enough, or when something meets your expectations. Okay, when something meets your expectations. Perfect. Now, the only preposition that you can use here is with. I'm satisfied with the food. I'm satisfied with your progress. I'm satisfied with my knowledge. I'm satisfied with my day. Okay, here we're going to use with a lot. Okay, thank goodness, yes. Thank goodness. Yes, with. We're going to use with here. Okay. Esteban, Chris, Geronimo, hello. Welcome. Oh, Anna, hello. I'm hopeful. Remember, I'm here. Okay? I'm hopeful. Good job. I'm satisfied with being in the class, or I'm satisfied with the class. No? I'm satisfied with the class, or I'm satisfied with meeting the teacher. Okay, or I'm satisfied with finding this class. I'm satisfied by the results of my life. Yes, you can also use by. Okay, you can also use by. I'm satisfied by the results of life, or the results of my all my life. Perfect. Good job, guys. Let's listen or let's write the last sentence. Okay. Tu- 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 tu. She feels satisfied with her performance. She feels satisfied with her performance. She's satisfied with her performance. Okay, Julia, I'm satisfied with my decision. I'm satisfied with my decision. That's much better. Okay, she feels satisfied with her performance. Yes, good job, guys. Let's write it down. Okay, she feels satisfied. Okay, she feels satisfied with. Okay, that's the idea. She feels satisfied with her performance. And performance is a very interesting word. Yes, it has different meanings. Performance. What does it mean, guys? Good, good, good. I like it. What does performance mean, guys? It is like the thing you did, right? Okay, let's see. Yes. Performance is how well you did something. Okay. Performance is how well you did something. It could be, for example, if you're an actor, your performance is when you're on the stage, when you're acting. Okay. If you're acting, you can say, hey, your performance was very great. Like your presentation, yes? If you're a soccer player, your performance is how all the actions you did during the game. Yes, during the game. Oh, you can say, oh, you had a very high performance in the game. Yes, or maybe you didn't have a very good performance. Maybe you didn't run, you were very slow, you made a mistake. That is your performance. We can use this in the case of professionals too, huh? uh, the way they take decisions, the way they make decisions, the way they act. Okay, all of that involves their performance. Okay, so again, it is how well you do something. Okay, how well you do something. Very good, guys. Thank you very much for being here. That will be all that we're gonna do today. Thank you. I'll take a screenshot of this. I feel satisfied. Okay, with myself. I feel satisfied with myself. Mary. Gabriela, thank you. Because I'm trying to eat healthy. Or because of trying to eat healthy. Yes, you have two options. Because I'm trying to eat healthy or because of trying to eat healthy. I recommend you the first one. Well, I'm going to say goodbye here on YouTube first. Thank you very much for being here. Remember to leave a comment, please, in write some of the words or the expressions that you learned today. Okay, you can write about because we talk this word and during most of the class, or most time of the class. And thank you very much. We'll see us again next class on Monday. If you need more information about the classes, just go to Instagram. And the name of my account is Teacher en Línea. Okay, you can send me a message there. Follow me there, and I always upload or post as interesting stories too. Well, see you around, guys. Have a great weekend.